So last time I was doing chapter 3 fractions, so I will continue that. So I finished 3.2 and now I'm on 3.3. So which fraction is bigger? If two fractions have equal denominators, it is easy to see which fraction is the larger. For example, 5/8 is clearly larger than 3/8. You only have to compare their numerators and see that 5 is larger than 3. To find which is the larger of 2/3 and 3/4, make lists of fractions equivalent to 2/3 and 3/4. Such lists as 2/3 equals 4/6 equals 6/9 equals 8/12 equals 10/15, etc. And 3/4 equals 6/8 equals 9/12 equals 12/16 equals 15/20. In each list, there is a fraction with a denominator of 12. 2/3 equals 8/12, and 3/4 equals 9/12. So 3/4 is larger than 2/3. A quicker method is to convert 2/3 and 3/4 to equivalent fractions with the same denominator, in this case 12, because 12 is the lowest number, which is a multiple of both 3 and 4. This number 12 is called the lowest common multiple of 3 and 4. Spotlight. If the lowest common multiple of the denominator is not obvious, you can find a common denominator by multiplying together the two denominators. For example, to compare 7/10 and 5/8, you can convert them to equivalent fractions with denominators of 10 times 8 equals 80. So 7 times 10 equals 7 times 8 equals 56, and 10 times 8 equals 80, and 5 times 10 is 50, and 8 times 10 is 80. Therefore, 7/10 is greater than 5/8. Simplifying fractions. The fractions 2/3 and 8/12 are equivalent. To show this, start with 2/3 and multiply both the numerator and the denominator by 4. Alternatively, start with 8/12, then divide both its numerator and its denominator by 4. In general, by dividing both the numerator and the denominator of a fraction by the same number, you obtain a fraction which is equivalent to the original fraction. This process is called canceling. If the numerator and denominator of a fraction have no common factors, the fraction is said to be in its simplest form, or in its lowest term. So 2/3 is the simplest form of 16/24, but 4/10 is not the simplest form of 12/30 because 2 is a factor of both 4 and 10. If you divide the numerator and the denominator of 4/10 by 2, you obtain 2/5, which is in its simplest form. To find the simplest form of 12/30 in a single step, you must find the highest number, which is a factor of both 12 and 30, which is 6, and then divide both the numerator and the denominator by 6. All right, so I didn't really get any of that. That's okay. Exercise 3.2. Question 1. A. Which fraction is larger? So 3/5 or 4/5. Well, that one is bigger. B. 2/5 or 3/10 is 2/5, right? Because that would be times 2 times 2, it would be 4/10. C. 2/3 or 7/9. It would be 7/9 because that is times 3 is 9 times 3 is 6. 6 is less than 7. D. 1/4 or 5/16. So that would be times 4 is 16, times 4 is just 4. So 4/16 or 5/16. E. 3/4 or 5/6. The closest denominator is 12, right? So that would be 10/12 or 9/12. So it'd be 5/6. F. 5/8 or 7/12. The closest common denominator would be 24. So it'd be 14 or 15. So that would be that way. F. G. 1/6 or 2 over 9. So that would be the closest common denominator would be 18. So that'd be 2 and that'd be 3. So that would be 1 over 6. H. 2 over 5 or, oops, or 2 over 3, which would be, the closest common denominator would be 15, which is 6 or 10. So 2 out of 3 is bigger than 2 over 5. Question 2. Put these fractions in order of size starting with the smallest. So the numbers are 1 over 2, 5 over 8, or 7 out of 12. Okay, so the smallest to the biggest. So that means they all have to have the same denominator, which would be what? 24, I think. So these would be, I think they're in the right order. No, it'd be, so those would equal 24. So that'd be 12 over 24. It would be 15 over 24. And it would be 14 over 24. So in order from smallest to biggest would be half, 7 out of 12, and then 5 out of 8. That's question 1A. Question 1B is 3 out of 4, 4 out of 5, and 7 out of 10. And I think the closest one would be 20. So that's 15 over 20, that's 16 over 20, and that is 14 out of 20. So in order from smallest to largest would be 7 out of 10, 3 out of 4, and 4 of 5, 4 out of 5. Number 3. A. Complete the following. Complete each of the following. 4 out of A. 4 out of 8 equals what out of 4? Which would be 2 out of 4. B. 6 out of 18 equals what out of 6? 6 goes into 18 3 times. Divided by 3 equals 6. So 6 divided by 3 is 2. C. 20 over 24 equals what over 6? 4 times 6 is 20. 4 times 6 is 24. So divided by 4, 20 divided by 4 is 5. So, okay. Question 4. Complete each of the following. 30 out of 40 equals 6 out of what? Divided by 5. So 40 divided by 5 is not 8. 8. That's A. B. 24 over 36 equals 4 out of what? So 24 divided by 7. No, 24 divided by 4 times what is 24? Oh my gosh, my brain is... What times 4 is 24? 4 times 4 is 16. Times 5 is 6. So divided by 6. So it's 6 over 4. C. 18 over 27 equals 2 over what? Divided by 9. So that's 3. 2 over 3. Number 5. Find the simplest form of each of the following. A. 4 over 6 equals, the simplest would be 2 over 3. B. 9 over 12 would be 3 over 4. C. 5 over 20 would be 1 over 4. The 8 over 10 would be 4 over 5. The 18 over 21 would be 6 over 7. 24 over 45 would be, what would that be? 4, no, 5, 6, no, 7. What's 7 times 3? 7 times 3 would be we can do this. 45 and 24. What is a common multiple of both of those? I need a calculator. 7, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 6, 6, 6. That's 12. That's 18, 19, 20. That's 21. So it can't be 20. It can't be 3. It can be 7. But 45 is not even 7. 9? Is this its simplest form? Let's do this. So 1, 24, 2 and 12, 3 and 8. What times 24 divided by 3 is what? 8. No. 5, 6, 7, 8. That'd be 12, 24, 25, 26, 26. Oh my God. I need so that is what? 24. Okay. And then 45 is 1 and 45. 2, 3. Oh, times. Oh, 45 divided by 3 is what? 3 goes into 1. 15 divided by 3. So that would be 8 over 15. Yep, G. Oh, 7 over 28 equals what? What is 28 divided by 7? Does 7 go into 28? Oh, I need my times table. So it's 7 times 2 is 14. 7 times 3 is 21. Times, what's times 2, 3? 7 times 4 is 28. So it's 1 out of 4. H, 33 over 55 would be 3 over 5. Because divided by 11. 5, and then 6. Find the simplest form. Find the simplest form of each of the following. So the same thing, find the simplest form of each of the following. Find the simplest form of each of the following, okay? 4 out of 12 equals 1 over 3. That's A. B. 10 over 20 is 1 over 2. C. 6 over 18 is 1 over 3. D. 24 over 40 equals, would be, what? Divided by 4 is what over 10? 6 over 10? Oh, which would still go down more. 2 over 5? That can't make sense. That doesn't make any sense. Oops. Okay, if I divide them both by 2, it'd be 12 over 20. If I divide both by 2, it would be 6 over 10. If I divide those by 2, it would be 2 over 5. There we go. So E. 45 over 54. So that would be divided by, if I divide it by 3, that would be, and that would be, because you couldn't divide by 3 again, which would be 5 over 6. Yeah. 36 over 60 would be 6 over 10, which would be 2 over 5. G, 40 over 10, sorry, 100 is 4 over 10, which is 2 over 5. Great. 45 and 75 would be, divided by 5 would be 9 over, what? 15, which would be 3 over 5. Right, let's check our answers. We're on exercise 3.2. So 4.5, 4 out of 5 is bigger, 2 out of 5 is bigger, 7 over 9 is bigger, 5 over 16 is bigger. How is that bigger? Times 4, 4 times 4 times 4 would be 4 over 16. Oh, yeah. 5 out of 6 is bigger. 5 out of 8 is bigger. 2 out of 9 is bigger. How? Two out of 3 is bigger. 1 over 2, 7. That was correct. And this one, 7 over 10, 3 over 4, 4 to 5 is correct. 4 out of 8 equals 2 over 4. 16 over 18 equals 2 over 6. 20 over 24 is 5 over 6. 30 over 40 is 6 over 8. 24 over 36, 4 out of 6. Yes. 18, 27, 2 over 3. 2 over 3, 3 over 4, 1 over 4, 4 over 5, 6 over 7, 8 over 15, 1 over 4, 3 over 5. Next. Oops. 1 over 3, 1/2, 1 over 3, 3 over 5, 5 over 6, 3 over 5. F, 3 over 5. Yes. 2 over 5, 3 over 5. Perfect. Okay. So Do I want to keep it going? No, I think I'm going to call it a day. Thank you.